House Republican leaders continue to struggle to conduct the basic functions of government, hindered by a razor-thin majority and infighting within their ranks. This Congress has witnessed failed floor votes, 2 extended battles for the Speaker's gavel, and the booting of former Congressman George Santos late last year. As Lisa Desjardins explains, the latest wrinkle will come tomorrow, when Santos's district gets its congressional voice back.
At the base of Long Island, a race for Congress with a New York persona. Fast, massive stakes, and quite a backstory. 73 days ago, House members ousted serial fabulist George Santos. That empty seat has been the difference in some key votes.
The resolution is not adopted.
Including last week's attempt to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, which failed in the House by 1 vote. Democratic hopes in the race are pinned on Tom Suozzi, messaging seriousness.
This is not a game. This is not about tweets. This is not about press conferences. This is about real people's lives.
Suozzi is a moderate Democrat who held the seat for 6 years before falling short in his 2022 bid for governor. Facing him,
you are a talker. I am the person who will deliver. When I promise, I will deliver.
Is Mazi Pilip, an Ethiopian-born Israeli-American who served in the Israeli Defense Forces and is a county lawmaker elected to office as a Republican, but still registered to vote as a Democrat.
She sits in caucuses and votes with the Republicans.
Grant Lally, publisher of the North Shore Leader, has a unique vantage point. His small paper first exposed George Santos's lies and now is covering his replacement.
It's a special election, and it's a nationally famous special election. People are watching it. The big issue here is migrants, migration, the border crisis, because there are 10 cities now in this congressional district holding thousands of migrants.
The months of migrant crisis in New Yorkers' turf has dominated the campaign, and it's why Lally's newspaper endorsed Pilip, though it endorsed Suozzi in past years.
The immigration issue is so important, and the migrant issue is such a crisis, particularly locally, that we felt that her election would send the right signal in dealing with it seriously.
And she is signaling that she's in line with most House Republicans, including on Mayorkas.
Yes, absolutely, I will vote to impeach Mayorkas. He failed to protect the American people. He should not be there. And this is why this election is so important. We have to have a strong majority to start to do the right things.
But same issue, and a different local newspaper, Newsday, sees Suozzi as the solution, writing that he would work across the aisle to find real border solutions. That's Suozzi's message, that he's tough but not partisan on the border.
She says she's concerned about the border, but she opposes the bipartisan solution that would actually close the border.
Meanwhile, both candidates tiptoe around their presumed tops of the ticket in November, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. Emily No covers New York State politics for Politico.
A lot of local seats have flipped red since Joe Biden won this district in 2020. Suozzi doesn't want to be closely affiliated with Joe Biden because he's so unpopular in the district.
Pilip praised Trump, but until this weekend wouldn't say she voted for him in 2020. And when it comes to his legal problems...
Just so I'm clear, if he is convicted of a crime, you will not support him?
I'm not going to support, nobody's above the law.
The race has brought an avalanche of ads.
I'm Tom Suozzi, and I approve this message.
I'm Mazi Pilip, and I approve this message.
But as they play, an actual storm, a snowstorm, is brewing that could make early voting critical.
Normally, it favors Democrats who like to turn out early versus Republicans who come on election day. But both parties, both candidates, really pushing their supporters to bank their votes and come out before the storm hits.
New York Democrats are in the process of redrawing the state's congressional battle lines, presumably in their party's favor. And this district's lines will be closely watched.
The path to the gavel in the House most likely runs through about half a dozen seats in New York State in the suburbs.
Meaning in Long Island, tomorrow we have a race that could preview how suburbs will break this fall and also how the House will operate next week. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Lisa Desjardins.